to episode 2 of the Hiccupisode stroke Hiccup Cast stroke 3 Jackwagons podcast.
Name not final.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's subject to change.
we over here figure that, as Dill just said, we may change it, so we're just gonna string it along like a train, if you will. That was stupid. And
the hiccup thing isn't even going to make sense if my hiccups don't come back either.
yeah, well, I was just about to explain that part. So, and also, well, before I do that, last time we realized we made somewhat of an amateur faux pas. We did not introduce ourselves. And, well, mainly because we thought that it would be so shitty that no one would ever listen to it. But in fact, folks, this was an amazing podcast. Okay? Our Yelp
so great, you wouldn't even believe it. Nice
you
guy.
wouldn't believe it. I mean, our Yelp reviews were through the roof. All right. So, my name is Ben, and yeah, that's all you need to know. I'm just your average white guy. I'm basically 53, but I'm actually in my 20s. And I think that's about it from me. But turn it over to the other folks.
Dill the Pill at your service. And over here is Zach the Roast Master Gaines.
That's me. I'm what is that fucker's name? Jeff Ross?
Yeah, Jeff Ross.
Zach, am now Jeff Ross, the Roast Master. That's the right guy, right? The fat dude with the Jewish hair.
He's bald now, I think.
Have you seen?
Oh,
he
God.
literally aged 90 years. I think he does cocaine or something. But
Let's see. Oh, what the hell? Look at him.
all right, now I need to
Send me the picture.
Oh my God. This is upsetting to look at. I want to send the picture.
I think I know which one you're.
If we upload this to YouTube, it's gonna have to be
and
a
then
thumbnail
the
or
dreads
something.
too.
Right.
I don't know anything about no dreads, but
I feel bad for anyone on the audio podcast.
yeah.
Because this is gormless, what I'm looking at.
Just
posted.
look up Jeff Ross to the folks at home. Just look up Jeff Ross on Google Images. It's one of the first results. It's the thumbnail for Jeff Ross takes Bruce Willis to the cleaners. Roast of Bruce Willis, uncensored. Yeah, it's the picture for that. He looks like a fucking fat strawberry.
Well, anyway, so Zach over here, now that he's been officially introduced, Zach Ross, had the hiccups all day, and he was fucking hiccuping very aggressively as we were sorting out the audio portion of this podcast.
I wish he was still aggressively hiccuping now.
They'll probably come back.
Very entertaining.
Frankly, I don't wish he was. While entertaining, it kind of gets in the way of the subject matter.
Yeah. Because it'd be you talking about something, then you just hear in the background.
That'd be very funny.
It would be for a bit, and then people would be like, okay, who's that fucking idiot? He needs to shut the fuck up with those weird retard noises.
I was telling him earlier, and
Those
I don't know
weird retard noises, aka hiccups.
They are the worst, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I could do without them.
I was telling him earlier, I have this method to get rid of them, and it works 100% of the time. I swear, every time I've ever done it, it works. And what that is you block your ears. And, yeah, don't be a fucking retard and put your hands over your ears to block the sound. Okay, that's obviously not what I'm talking about. You need to fucking seal it shut with your fingers, okay? That little flap of skin that covers the ear hole. All right, the orifices need to be completely sealed with quickcrete, and then not necessarily quickcrete.
Hot glue your ears shut.
Yeah, no. Anyway,
and
so
that's the end.
You do that, and then you drink a bunch of water. Could be milk because that's mainly water. Someone else was suggesting milk. So, regardless, commentary from the peanut gallery. Anyway, so the point is. You just need to get swallows in and get your minds out of the gutter, okay?
I was about to say, son. I guess I'll...
But so you block your ears and you drink a bunch of water, and every swallow kind of attacks the hiccups, I guess. I think it relaxes your diaphragm. And now you're thinking, well, how do I block both of my ears and drink at the same time? Well, I guess you could have, if you have someone else with you, you can have them block your ears. Or if you have a straw, you can just do it like that. Or just put a boatload of water in your mouth and then block your ears and then just sip it slowly kind of thing. Suffice to say, it didn't fucking work on this asshole.
Yeah, no, it did absolutely nothing. I kept hiccuping while trying to do it, which only made it worse.
Is this your trick? Is this a thing people do?
Is this
other than you? Because I've never heard of it.
I heard of it from my great uncle, as a matter of fact.
Not great enough, apparently, because it didn't work for me.
Shitty uncles more like it.
Hey, man. Well,
I heard that trick from my asshole uncle.
Nah, he's in his 80s. He's not.
Oh, well, in that case, he's not an asshole.
Yeah, people in their 80s are not assholes, obviously.
Yeah.
And no, he mentioned it to us.
Well, some of them are.
Years ago, and he was like, "Yeah, everyone knows that. That works every time." And I did
everyone knows
and
it.
It worked. Yeah, he was very aggressive about it. He was like pissed off that anyone didn't know that. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if it just runs in my family that works or not, but it worked for me. So.
Well, what I ended up doing was I like just sat in front of a table, like in one of the break rooms, and just like leaned over the table, like put my head down, like when a class gets in trouble at school and the teacher's like, "All right, everyone, put your heads down," that type of shit. I just did that.
Days, weren't they? I mean,
yeah,
I haven't thought about that in years. I mean, put your fucking head down and take a nap. Even like
yeah, like what's that supposed to do?
It's like, all right,
prefer that to
after
take
10 minutes,
regular class.
Okay, you can put your heads back up.
It's like, oh, that was fucking great, thank you.
Yeah, and then nobody does it
else,
because they're all fucking asleep.
Be an asshole and never do that again. It's like a parent sending you to your room. It's like, oh, great, now I can play video games and jerk off.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, cool, I guess I'll jack off now instead of being yelled at.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember, fucking, what was it called? Like, that 7-Up game? Or I think it was called 7-Up in class.
Oh.
You would put your heads down and then...
Not that 7-Up game.
Not the soda, asshole.
No. There's another name for it that I heard when I moved to South Carolina, but
well, Cool Spot is a cool game also.
Never heard of that one, but Zach, continue.
Carry on.
I want to get that game at some point. But yeah, like that shit where you put your head down and there's 7 people in the front of the class. Once everyone's heads are down, they all go around and they like touch your head or whatever. And then you have to like guess who touched your head.
Yeah, I remember that game in elementary school. Now that you
how could you ever tell?
I don't know. You were just supposed to guess.
Random asshole.
Well,
yeah, and if one of your friends was up there, it was like, okay, well, I fucking wonder who did it. Because like, if it's someone you knew, they would like fucking do something insane. Like they would like draw like a circle on your fucking head or do something stupid.
Yeah.
So it was always pretty obvious.
And it was kind of like a lineup. Like you were the witness.
Yeah, you were the fucking.
And then, like a bunch of people are lined up at the front of the room, and you can kind of like look at their faces and see who's like smiling as you're you're picking.
Those were the days. But did you guys ever cheat and just like, because like your head's down, so you can just look at the fucking floor and see their shoes.
See their shoes.
Well,
yeah.
One time, I was trying to make my friend laugh while we had our heads down by blinking very rapidly, and it worked, and he got in trouble.
Wait, your heads
got in trouble
down
for blinking? Yeah, how do you see that?
Well, because I was
like looking at each other.
I was kind of like on the side. We were making eye contact.
Oh, like you had your head turned.
Yeah, exactly.
You were just blinking rapidly, and it made him laugh.
Yeah,
that does sound pretty funny, honestly.
So this episode is the Hiccup cast, and
it might be. We'll see.
Well, yeah, true.
So far, so good on that end, I think.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And it may be the podcast by the name of 3 Jackwagons, but again, that may change.
Yeah.
All right. So
I was laughing my ass off the first time you said that, and now I think I hate that name.
Well, I think I hate you.
Fucking tough crowd, Jesus.
Yeah, Christ. He's like, fucking, that's pretty good.
Even if we do decide on something, we're going to change it by the next episode.
Guess what? We're changing it to something other than 3 Jackwagons.
Folks, if you have any suggestions for a name, please write them in, and we will throw them all in the garbage because we don't give a fuck what you have to say.
No.
Are we even going to upload this to like YouTube or anything?
I think I just might. I'm going to throw the other one up. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, okay.
Which one of us has the most subs on our YouTube channel? Or
Probably me, because I used to make lyrics videos, which is really
I think
fucking
he does,
stupid when I think
we all
about it.
have like a decent amount.
I have like over 500.
Okay, it's
I
probably
have-
should go on your channel then.
Maybe, but this whole
I
thing
have-
was Ben's idea.
228.
Yeah,
That's a respectable amount. The thing is, most of mine probably
I
haven't
gotta
even
check
been
mine real
online
quick.
in fucking ages.
I gotta check mine right
Yeah, I mean,
now.
I'm fine with it on Zach's, but you know,
I would prefer it on
Like-
yours, honestly.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like most of the content similar to this has been on mine, so
Yeah,
the
it'll go hand in
vlogs-
hand
Oh,
with
hey,
the vlogs.
I have a new subscriber.
We were just talking about that recently, actually.
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm up to 212 because of you.
Oh, real quick, I also got a new subscriber 5 days ago from Shut Up Meg the Acoustic Cuck.
Oh, that's great.
What the fuck does that?
Oh my,
even
okay,
mean?
their
kind of-
channel is actually pretty fucking epic. Their profile picture is Ryuko from Kill La Kill, which is a good show, but their header like banner thing is naked Peter Griffin's torso with Sheldon from Big Bang Theory's face in front of him.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah, this person sounds like they're fucking.
You know we need the image of that.
Yeah,
Or
I'll
send to the channel, I guess. But
I got an email recently from YouTube saying Miguelon Ritmore subscribe to you on YouTube.
Sure. Oh man,
if we put this
so
if we
good.
put this on YouTube, we're gonna have to like add in the images.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, we can do that fairly easily. But anyway, recently we were talking about how like our channels, you know, they're relatively inactive with exceptions, and then like fucking asshat subscribes to you like 10 years after you were
past your prime or whatever.
Yeah, and it's just funny to me. It's like, why did you subscribe to my channel? Like,
yeah, because like
I went through your head like, oh man, this guy's fucking 12 view videos are awesome. Let me subscribe to this. Post once every 6 months.
Yeah, last time I posted was fucking 9 months ago. It's fucking a 17-second clip of me playing the fucking the latest Call of Duty like beta or whatever. It's just me screaming. But fucking, I haven't like made consistent content on my YouTube channel in like 4 years probably.
Yeah, I mine isn't exactly consistent, but maybe it's the most consistent. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I upload my music fairly decent.
Yeah, so something actually worth subscribing to.
Yeah.
Unlike the other two of us.
Yeah, the fucking horse shit's on my channel.
Hey, buddy, I love your vlogs. You know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, everyone loves them.
Everybody
All right, let's
loves
get
the
to our.
shift.
What was that, Dill?
Said everybody loves the shift.
Mr. Shift.
Ben Shift. What's the answer to number 7? Go ahead. All right.
Again with the.
Yeah, he probably should say his fucking actual name.
Damn, you can make the wood noises for that one.
The fucking Chinese noises for our white history teacher.
The Mr. Quinn, without saying his full name.
Yeah, and address.
I think.
And social security number.
No. Yeah, you have
Is that an actual thing I'll have to cut out or no?
Yeah, really. That's
What do you mean, yeah, really? Is it or not?
Yes, it's actual truth.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Why do you know where he lives?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. We're letting that one slide, are we?
It's a long story. It's a boring story. I don't
All right.
want our podcast listeners to.
No, you should just refrain from saying that story. That's great for a podcast.
I mean, I don't even know the story, to be honest. I'd have to think about it.
It's
what
just
the
about you
fuck,
like
then?
seeing his house. I guess it's probably not worth it. What were you saying though?
We mentioned him in the first episode, but he was just. It's funny because we had him probably 10 years ago now in class. And
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, I know, right? And the jokes that we used to make about him, and I say about him, but it was in good fun. I mean, he was
Yeah.
We well respected him, but he was very quirky, and he said things like easy squeezy lemon peasy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, all right, which we didn't know what that meant for about 8 years. Finally, I think what it means is it's like he's assuming we're in a formal setting, and he makes a joke and he says, "Go ahead, all right," as if he's giving us permission to laugh. Like,
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
ahead, all right. Like, break the silence. I know it's a formal set, but go ahead, all right. Sometimes he said it like 3 times in rapid succession. Like, go ahead, all right, go ahead, all right, go ahead, all right, okay. And then he'd answer all of his questions. Like, he'd ask a question and then immediately answer it before you had time to answer it.
Well, what he would do is like it wouldn't even be a question sometimes. He would just like be saying a statement, and then instead of saying the last word of the sentence, he says "what?" and then says the last word of the sentence. It's like with the easy squeezy thing. It'd be like, you know what I say? Easy squeezy lemon what? Peasy. Go ahead, all right, go ahead.
Today we're gonna learn about Hammurabi's what? Code.
Okay, all right, go ahead, all right. And sometimes the go ahead, all right was like out of place, which made me.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean? It's not like Hammurabi's code is a fucking joke.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what caused the 8-year confusion on that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, not all of them were jokes.
Remember the easy button he had for everybody who got 100?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the bell.
That was easy.
You had a choice. You hit you went up to the front of the class to pick up your 100 on your quiz, and you could either hit the easy button or ring the bell.
I don't think I've ever heard a single person hit the bell, because I don't
everyone
remember
always
that
wanted
at
to press
all.
the easy button.
People definitely hit the bell, just not.
I
as
don't remember
much.
that at all.
I probably hit the bell sometimes.
Maybe.
Why?
Easy button's more like appealing though.
The easy button was funny though, because it was like, yeah, that's right, assholes.
You heard
It's
it
like
every
I
2
fucking-
seconds.
Yeah.
So you would hear, that was easy, that was easy, that was easy, ting, that was easy, that was easy.
Love the inclusion of the bell, even though you.
Yeah, that was
disagreed
Ben. That was you going up.
Right, that was the one fucker who actually hit the bell,
Well, I figure,
which I didn't even know existed until now.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. I'm surprised you even remember the fucking easy button.
the bell was
Because I didn't until you said it.
Wow. That was like one of the highlights of that class.
Yeah, I remember it. I
Yeah,
just probably
true.
wouldn't have thought of it until Dill said it, but it was up there.
Rap Master P unit.
That's the most memorable thing.
Yeah, he did some epic raps. He'd come in with like a construction hat on and put it backward. I say construction. I mean, it was just a ball cap, but it was
Yeah.
for like
It
a
made it seem like a
construction company.
fucking like. It made it seem like a hard hat.
Yeah.
He was wearing a hard hat backwards and rapping.
You gotta love him.
Yeah.
My cousin posted on Facebook that someone called Mr. Quinn died, and that
Oh God.
was her favorite teacher. So understandably, I thought it was our Mr. Quinn.
That would have been awful.
What the fuck? Well, what is the
It's a different teacher who went to called Mr. Quinn also.
wait? Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
I swear to God.
You're sure it wasn't the same guy?
I saw his picture. I seen a picture.
Wait, but what was his? Do you know his name? His
Oh
first
God.
Mister.
Well,
Yeah, Mr.
that's gonna have to get censored. We censored earlier. Quinn.
Quinn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Phew. Right. Go ahead. All right.
Ah,
All right. You can laugh now. Now that we know it's not. Oh fuck.
Yeah. You fucking idiot.
All right. First order of business.
20 minutes in, first order of business.
I know.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to any of our show notes, which is a good sign.
Yeah. It's phenomenal. Frankly.
Yeah, true.
I like saving the show notes because that means that we've got a lot of buffer.
I have 2 show notes. I'm gonna write them down right now. So I don't
Wow.
forget.
I didn't expect you to bring any show notes.
Yeah, I know, but shut up.
So this really pisses me off. I'll preface it with that. I've heard it used a couple of times where the word cookie is a slang term.
It's
for
already
vagina.
good.
Okay.
I fucking hate that.
No, it's fucking. Just stop. Don't say that.
I don't think I've
yeah.
ever heard that.
Really?
Dillian Harper says it. You're aware of her, right?
I am.
Fucking obviously not.
Oh, I knew Dill was because he's mentioned her before, but
We have similar
a
names.
mattress actress.
I like that.
And I was perusing one of her videos recently, and she said, "Oh, fuck my cookie," and I was like,
Oh my god!
And I fucking slammed it shut.
Slammed the laptop shut?
Yeah.
I slammed the video shut.
Yeah, I slammed it shut so hard I caught my cock in it. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what I don't get? People who watch authentic Asian porn. Like, first of all,
Well, like where it's like censored and shit?
yeah, it's all completely censored. Plus,
Yeah, that's fucking
all the
stupid.
girls sound more annoying than Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
They're like,
true.
Sugoi.
Yeah. And everyone's got hairy genitals.
Yeah, and since it's censored, it's just like this fucking black mass.
And then, like, if it is genuine, the guys have like fucking pathetic twangers. And,
Oh, I have another show note that I want to bring up right now. Actually,
Go on.
Go for it, champ.
let me just Google this to make sure it's actually real.
Okay. If it's on the internet, it must be real.
True.
No, it is real. It is real.
Okay.
One of my friends sent me a screenshot of it on Reddit, a deleted comment that has -2 points.
Okay.
With no context
It
whatsoever.
would have been funnier if it was negative more than that.
Yeah, but either way, it's called Koro syndrome. Koro. It's a fear of having your penis like retract into itself and become nothing. And apparently, this is basically only a thing in like Asia.
What?
Yeah. Now the comment says only Japanese men, but that's obviously wrong. That's probably why it got downvoted. But yeah, on the Wikipedia page.
Only Japanese.
Genital shrinkage anxiety has a history in Africa, Asia, and Europe.
Africa.
Yeah, and you'd think like, I mean, they got big dicks. You'd think they would be like not
Well, they
worried
have
about it
more
at
to
all.
lose.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if you're hitting your ankles with it when you walk around, you're not gonna have too many concerns.
You could do with a little fucking shrinking penis syndrome.
Amazing. I can't believe that's real. I guess if you're getting fat.
Yeah, but that's not. They're talking about like your regular dick just starts like retracting or something.
Speaking of that, though, you're regular as opposed to your fucking. Oh,
you know what I fucking mean?
Your vacation dick.
My beach dick.
Saving this one for the wedding.
Yeah, this is my wedding penis. Watch out, baby. I'm not bringing my regular dick tonight.
Bringing my wedding dick.
Adam,
what were you saying?
Me?
You even remember what you're saying?
No.
You were talking about Asian porn. The guys have like unimpressive dicks.
I don't think
that might have been all there was to it.
Yeah, I swear there was something else that I thought of, but I don't know. I'll have to.
I'm sure it'll come back to you once you're listening to this, and it'll be like, "You fucking idiot!" You're like screaming at yourself over the fucking at your phone.
Probably.
Speaking of porn, do you remember a couple of months ago, Pornhub Premium was free after COVID started?
Yeah, of course I remember that. I got every fucking day's worth.
Right. Well, it wasn't free for me. I paid 3 months that I didn't even use.
What?
And I only found this out looking through my transaction history on my bank account.
What the fuck?
I think I know what you did.
You do?
Oh, does it make you put in your credit card even when it's free?
Yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't. But he did it wrong.
For me, it did.
Oh,
what did I do wrong?
I know what you did because I saw that option. So basically, Pornhub Premium always has a free trial if you put in your credit card information. I'm not sure if it's a month, but I think it's just a week. And so you have to put in your credit card for that one. I'm assuming that's the one you did, which is the one that's year round. And after the week was up, it just started renewing and you just didn't know. But the coronavirus one was like a separate link that you could click on, and it didn't require a credit card, and it was a month free. So I assume you did because you saw everywhere it said free trial, and then you must have clicked on the Pornhub Premium ad that's year round. It wasn't specific to the coronavirus, and then put in your credit card. And you know what? You didn't even use it. I mean, that's the real tragedy.
Yeah,
there.
It is canceled now.
How much does that cost? 3 fucking months?
Fucking $800.
I'm out $30.
Jesus. I went to the Pornhub Premium page, and I scrolled down because I was looking for the price, and then like the image cuts off and it's just black, and it says Pornhub Premium Gay is available.
That's great.
Oh man.
Before the show started, I was talking with Z about one of my
call me Steve.
One of my show notes was potentially so embarrassing that I didn't even want to share it initially, and that was it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, it was definitely worth sharing because that's
perfect
funny.
timing. Yeah, fit right in.
It was a pain in the ass to cancel it too, because I had to go through some other app to have them cancel it for me.
You had to aggressively fight your erection while canceling it. It was battling you at every turn.
No, I had no erection while canceling it. It was stressful.
Yeah, because
I was worried I would have this shit on my bank forever.
Yeah, because probably the video you were watching right beforehand was like, "Oh, fuck my cookie," and you had no erection.
Yeah,
yeah, that's why.
Why would you say that? I mean, you have to be fucked in the head. Well, I guess she is.
She's a porn star, so it checks out.
Yeah, fucking pretty much every like euphemism for vagina is bad except for pussy.
I have a friend who was playing I forget what game it was. I think it was Zelda, and he named his file "Cunny Guy."
Oh, that's bad.
What the fuck,
Cunny Guy?
You know, I have to delete it on him. He's never playing that again. Name it something else if you want to keep it.
You deleted
Give it a fucking awful name if you don't want me deleting that shit.
That's amazing. I've been having some ignorant thoughts lately. I mean, I say lately. You'll find out.
Uh-oh, bro. You had a transphobic thought. The 5G towers are going to fucking blow your head up.
Sounds pretty based.
Jeez.
My kind of guy.
Nah, it's just I always have ignorant thoughts, but I was thinking, we always think of old quotes that don't make sense as being profound, you know? Like,
a penny saved is a penny earned.
Well, that's pretty straightforward, but what I'm getting at is like,
still dumb.
You realize you read like a Shakespeare line and everyone's like, oh man, and it's like, that doesn't even fucking make sense. Like, it sounds like the fucking first grader wrote it. And there's various people in history, they have these like quotes that are placarded up or carved into stone, and you know what I'm talking about, and you read it and it's like, well, that's not very profound to me, but we kind of are trained to think that they're profound. And again, this I'm sure sounds very ignorant to people who actually can understand it. I'm sure it's just me being a dipshit and smart enough to understand it. But what I'm getting at is, what if the people who wrote them were just retarded and that's why they don't make sense? Like, someone just labeled them as a smart person back in the day and no one ever questioned it. And it's like, wait a second, like, that quote's fucking retarded. Like, what does that even mean?
That's possible.
And I have an example here for the folks at home.
Did you know "in a pickle" was Shakespeare's phrase?
Oh.
I did not.
Speaking of pickles, I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah, this guy's fucking eating pickles earlier.
I'm not allowed to eat a fucking pickle.
You're allowed, but it's no surprise you're gay.
You guys ever drink pickle juice?
Yes, actually.
No. Get your mind out of the gutter for that one. I mean, actual pickle juice.
Yeah. I mean, you're really not supposed to. It's like vinegar and fucking salt water.
I've used them as chasers for shots.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I just like very infrequently I'll just drink it right out of the jug. One of my friends does it like all the time, and it weirds me out, but it does taste kind of good.
Obsession with pickle juice. I've never heard this.
I don't know. Tastes good. It's not like
Maybe
amazing.
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Fuck sweet pickles, by the way. Those are fucking disgusting.
No,
I'm sure.
no.
I'm sure. Okay, well, Dylan, I'm
My
sure you
ass.
remember the incident where I ate a pickle out of your fridge.
What incident?
I was at your house and I was rooting through your fridge as I usually do, and
Right, looking for the Capri Suns.
yeah, and I found there was a pickle jar in there, so I was like, "Ooh, I could go for a pickle." So I took one. It was like the small ones. I expected it to be sour. It was not sour. So I put it in my mouth, and then I screamed and ran towards the sink and launched it across the room into the sink from my mouth.
I screamed.
What?
It was. They're gross. I don't like sweet pickles. They're fucking disgusting.
You hit the sink?
Yeah, it went into the sink.
That's pretty impressive.
It's not that big of a kitchen, but
You launched it from your mouth, though. That's pretty good.
Four
Wouldn't be the
score
first
and
thing you-
7 years ago, Ben wanted to share the quote that inspired
right.
Plant, and we
Yeah, it
interrupted him to talk about pickles some more.
Talk about
It was-
pickles flying out of my mouth.
It was probably written 7 years ago as well. Isn't that like 87? No, I'm just.
Yeah.
It is,
Anyway,
but
I'm
that
glad I
doesn't
got that
sound
right.
as good.
No, this is probably more than 87 by a lot. Anyway, it's from Henry David Thoreau.
Okay,
If you're not familiar with him, he
wrote Walden.
Walden, and it was about Walden Pond, which is in eastern Massachusetts.
What the fuck is Walden?
I fucking just said what it is.
Well, yeah, that doesn't.
The book. What's the book, Walden?
It's about his experience living.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Walden.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's you.
Shut up. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, just like the hiccups earlier. Anyway,
Yeah.
the quote goes like this, and it's actually a sign at Walden Pond if you go there today. It says, "I went to the woods because I wished to live." Now that may have been a T. "Twent to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived." And
How many fucking knots are in that sentence?
I'm telling you, like, the guy was a retard.
Sounds very pseudo-intellectual.
Yeah, like,
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, I sort of get what he's trying to say, but
He wants to live like the natives,
he's saying, like, and see if I could,
pioneers.
see if I couldn't learn something from it. I get that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then, like,
Squanto.
and then he says, and not, all right, so he's saying, like, and hopefully that when I'm on my deathbed, I don't discover that I hadn't lived. I guess I get what he's saying, but
He could have worded it way better.
although I guess in fairness, English wasn't quite what it is today. Back in the 1800s, it was a little bit different. So
That's true.
again, I guess that was just a fully ignorant thought on my part, and now it makes perfect sense, of course. But I think the gist still stands, and regardless of how ignorant I may be, he was retarded.
There's gonna be like one of your 200 subscribers is like the world's biggest fucking Thoreau fan. They're gonna fucking like go ballistic in the comments.
Here's another one for you. Sugarcoat was Lincoln's word.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't. I bet he doesn't appreciate when people sugarcoat what happened to him.
are there people that do that?
I don't know. Maybe in history class,
Maybe.
in the lower grades.
Like,
Yeah, he
Abraham
went to-
Lincoln was greatly inconvenienced one day.
He
At the theater.
He was at the theater with his wife.
There's a very rude man making a very loud sound with a firearm right behind his head.
He was unable to continue his duties as president after that day.
He was so pissed off that there was a noisy guy at the theater. They just couldn't be president anymore.
Well, he wrote his own grave with that one. The sugarcoat word. I mean, he asked for it. Another thing I was thinking about recently, it's not an ignorant thought anymore, but I was well, as if there was like a theme going on.
Oh,
To say there's no theme. I was laughing to myself about Mitch McConnell falling at home.
What?
Well, first of all, the reason I stumbled upon it was I overheard my dad talking on the phone to his brother, I believe, and it was about how like they were talking about how Rand Paul got destroyed physically. Or they didn't mention physically, but my dad was like, "Man, that guy had balls, beating up a senator." And I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And
Rand Paul got beat up?
Yeah. But at this point, I've never heard of that. So I looked it up. I was like, Rand Paul, destroyed. I was like, what? And most of the results weren't relevant. And finally, I see something from like, I don't know, maybe it was 7 years ago, something like that. And Rand Paul was just like in the yard doing some yard work, mowing the lawn or something. And his French neighbor like comes up behind him and fucking takes him to the ground and, just beats him. Apparently, apparently Randall had, put some grass clippings on his property, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like pretty basic,
something inconsequential.
Yeah, it was just like
fucking shit kicked in by a French guy over.
It was some sort of property dispute, but like he attacked him from behind and took him to the ground, and Rand didn't know who it was because he didn't see him, and he was laying on the ground, and the guy had his like knee into his back, and he was like, Christ, like if I get another blow, I'm not sure if I'm going to survive. Like that's what he thought is what Lord. He claimed. And then he calls 911 and he's like, can you send an officer over here? Yeah,
that's not how Rand Paul sounds.
What? Yeah, for the purposes of this, it is. Okay. And they're like, what's your emergency, sir? And he's like,
hey, Peter, I fell down the stairs.
Hey, Peter, my neighbor beat me, Peter. And that's what he said. And they were like, okay, all right. We'll send a car. We'll send him. I'll send him. And he was like, okay, all right, thanks. What's your name? Randall Paul. That was it. But anyway, so he gets fucking destroyed physically in his yard. And then I see another article when I'm looking this up, and it's like fellow Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell also like fucking injured at home when he took a tumble inside his house and like called 911 or some shit. And it was just cracking me up to like, what are these fucking Kentucky assholes doing, first of all? And second of all, Mitch McConnell is fucking old ass turtle fucker. And not saying he fucks turtles, but he looks like a turtle and he's a fucker. And it got me to chuckle imagining him like going like, fuck. Diane,
his reaction to like falling over.
Yeah, he like hurt his shoulder or some shit.
Did he like fall down the stairs or just fall?
I don't know. Maybe I can see. Mitch.
He sounds like the dad laughing at the opening trash cans.
Oh man. Shit. Senator Mitch McConnell fractures shoulder after falling in Kentucky home. Let me see. This morning, Leader McConnell tripped at home on his outside patio and suffered a fractured shoulder. Oh man, that's funnier than
bastard.
Wow, why is that funny?
I don't know, but it's fucking
idiot fell over.
It's funny because you see this guy wearing a suit like 99% of the time.
You can't imagine him like just eating shit.
Yeah,
in a non-literal sense.
Wearing some like old fucking ripped T-shirt and cargo shorts at home. And he fucking trips and goes like, "Fuck, Diane, call 911. I just hurt my shoulder."
He didn't hurt it. He fucking fractured it. It's well beyond hurting.
Just imagining him like fucking rolling around like a fucking turtle on his back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my Mitch McConnell story.
What a great story.
And speaking of politicians,
here we go.
Yeah, Joe Biden. I mean, and folks, not to get political here, But
Speaking of politics, not to get political or anything.
no, I mean, politics aside, there's this Joe Biden ad on YouTube that's been plaguing me. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I mentioned it.
I have ad
the other
block.
day.
Yeah,
So-
same.
I have ad block on my PC, but I watch a lot of YouTube on my phone, and
Fair enough.
I don't do anything on
okay.
there, so I don't have that like Verge app or whatever it's called.
Advanced.
Yeah, advanced. So there's this ad, and I've seen it like 3 or 4 times now. The first time I saw it, I was miffed, and I didn't think that what I heard was true, but I thought I heard Joe slip over a word.
In an ad?
And after the first time, I was like, "No, there's no way! Like,
boy.
I must be putting this into my mind just because I'm so used to it from him."
That's unreal.
And then-
That's true.
Oh, it's true. And the second time I heard it, I was like, "Nope, he definitely tripped over a word." But I was still kind of in disbelief because it's like,
Because it's an ad. It's
yeah, like,
recorded.
you fucking guys pre-recorded it. Like, couldn't you edit that out or do another take?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, really.
who thought this was acceptable? So basically, what he says is, "Hello, everyone. I'm coming directly to you for ask a quick favor."
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that.
He said 4 instead of 2.
For ask, it's like fucking
For
Mario.
ask a quick favor, but he it was like
Thank you so
kind of
much
quick.
for playing my game.
Yeah, exactly.
It was kind of quick, so it almost sounded like he said like to ask for, but like it wasn't like that. But
Either way, just fucking re-record it. Do another take.
My name is Joe Biden, and I approve. It's message.
It's like just fucking.
President Vice.
It's like a normal length ad, but then there's like 20 seconds on the end of it. It's just him trying to say that he approves it.
Oh man. So I had 2 thoughts on what you were saying, Zach. Number one, perhaps that was the best take. Like maybe they recorded all day and that was the best they could do.
They were just sick of it.
Oh,
And then
man.
the other thought is maybe they think that that's endearing. Like
It's not endearing. It's fucking pathetic. It's
Joe
sad.
Biden ways to fucking trip over his words, and may as well leave it for a full authentic experience. I don't know, but I still, neither of those make actual sense. I don't know what to fucking say. I'm dumbfounded by this. How do you fucking? It's not even like a mayoral ad. Or,
yeah, he's
or
running to be the fucking president.
He's going to be the fucking president, or runner up.
He's gonna try.
Yeah, he's gonna 4-2 try. But I just can't make sense of that one. If anyone listening to this has any thoughts on that, do tell, because how do you fuck up a word in a presidential campaign ad that likely millions of dollars have been spent on to circulate it around the country? Millions.
Oh God.
And he fucking said, what does he say?
Or
ask a quick favor.
Oh Christ.
This is unreal. So
we're living in a fucking simulation.
I can't believe it. And you can't even find it. Like I feel like I'm going crazy because I
can't even find it. What's a lost media now? They caught them.
Like you can't find that ad unless YouTube plays it for you. Like I tried.
Maybe they pulled it.
They didn't pull it though because YouTube fucking continued to play it for me after I tried to find it. And
you just can't find the ad by itself on YouTube.
Right. I can't play it like on demand, but I would love to so I could share it. But
if I find it while editing this, I'll put a clip in.
I'm coming directly to you for ask a quick favor.
Yeah, I'll try to see what I can do as well. But yeah, so and then like I was watching some other video. So one of the comments had seen that ad, and it was like ironic that the ad on this video is fucking Joe Biden, and of course he trips over a word. And I was thinking, oh, someone else saw it finally, but you search it on Google, and I don't know if they're like hiding the results or what, but you cannot fucking. There's no results on Joe Biden fucks up a pre-recorded ad.
You'd think someone would have like made a video about it or something.
Well, I don't think it'd be beyond Google to cover something like that up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, I was thinking of using like DuckDuckGo to search.
Yeah. Just to search for a funny Joe Biden ad.
Yeah. And all of them. Any of y'all have some show notes you'd like to share?
Yeah, actually. You shared, well, it's two things really. The main point of it originally had to do with video games, so I'll get back to that. Ben shared a screenshot of a YouTube comment with us recently where he had asked a question about Gran Turismo 6, I think it was.
Yeah, that's correct.
He had asked some question about it. This comment was made like 6 years ago, and he just got a fucking reply like last week or whatever the fuck. Why are you replying to that? Fucking idiot. But anyway, what that made me think of was just video games. Because Ben, I can't really imagine you playing video games at all. So I wanted you to like give us your 58-year-old young adult's perspective on video games.
My perspective on video games?
Yeah, 'cause you don't seem like a gamer to me, but like you've mentioned in the past, you've played like Call of Duty before, but I can't imagine that.
Well, hopefully one day we'll get to play together.
Yeah.
No, so I'm not a gamer by any means. When I was in college, I kind of stopped gaming for the 4 years pretty much, just because I didn't feel like I had time, and now my life is kind of slowing down a bit. Things are falling into place, so to speak, so I don't have to focus so much on bullshit, and I can kind of relax a bit. And I've actually brought my old PS3 from my parents' house over to my apartment.
Hey,
I know it's fucking ridiculously outdated, but I actually recently started playing Gran Turismo 6 again. So it's kind of funny that comment came up last week because I haven't been playing it. Yeah, really. So it was somewhat relevant, and I actually appreciated the information, but still, I mean, fucking don't respond to 6-year-old comments. It's just retarded. And I have an update on that. So let me see. I pulled it up here. So,
oh, did you reply to that guy?
Yeah, I said, congrats on replying to a 6-year-old comment, LOL. And this guy's username is the craziest gamer, by the way.
Oh, Christ.
And he responded to that, and he said, got to respect the old and new, they say, lol.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough, I guess.
So I was like, all right, like, whatever. Seems like an okay bloke.
Given that username, I expected him to like be a child or something.
6 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, my take on video games, I like the craft. Like Minecraft, of course. It's a rather slow game. I'm not too into like stuff like CS:GO, and I've never played it, but I know what it is.
That's pretty fun.
I don't think that I would be too into that if I was to play it, just because it's so like high speed and kind of I don't know. I'm 58, so it's I don't have the reflexes I used to. But
I'm trying to imagine.
I like finesse and I like strategy and kind of I don't know. Eric, go ahead.
You should get like some RTS games or something, like Command and Conquer.
The one game I got Ben to play with me was Mario Kart, the first one on Super Nintendo.
Figures it's a racing game.
Right. I wanted to play the Switch one, but I didn't have it at the time. I was able to convince him to play the first one, but no one wants to play that shit with me.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You kicked my ass.
Well, you never played it before.
Yeah, and the physics aren't exactly realistic, which I'm used to. And I think we have since played the Switch version, if I'm not wrong, with Tim.
I just didn't remember that, though.
It was when you guys came to visit Boston last year, I think. And Sarge had it, I think.
I don't know. There's just something about you. I just can't imagine you even like Mario Kart for the Switch.
I completely agree.
Yeah, and you actually saw it happen.
I nearly shit when he asked me if he wanted to play Mario Kart when we were hanging out that day.
I would be fucking shocked.
Believe that he wanted to play a video game at all.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, maybe it's kind of a weird concept to me. But I guess, You
I
guys
take
didn't
that
really.
as a compliment, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It's funny though because I guess you guys weren't
It's
around
like
at
you're
that
too
stage
based
of
to ever play a video game.
Yeah. No, I guess you guys weren't around at that stage of my life when I was playing games all the time. I was never like I never had Turtle Beaches. I didn't have
Yeah.
an Xbox 360 and go on Xbox Live. I was always a PlayStation guy. But no, I started off with the PS2 back in the day with racing games. Used to play the old James Bond games.
Oh wow.
They were great. Call of Duty, yeah, I had a friend who was really into them, so we used to play them. So that was fun. I got into it. We used to do like bots.
Like-
And we played against
Oh
the
yeah,
bots
like private
on,
matches.
yeah, and we played on like Nuketown and shit.
Uh-huh.
Firing range for the Black Ops fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
Set up a claymore at the fucking top of the ladder and the firing range thing and just camp up there.
God, if Jer listens to this, he's gonna be like, I had no idea he even knew what that was.
Yeah, no, it's funny, I guess. But yeah, I put fucking years into some of those and trying to think of what else. But yeah, I used to play video games every day, especially in like elementary, middle school, and even high school I still did. Probably to a lesser, probably about the same. And like I said, from like the last few years, I just hadn't played anything just because I kind of didn't have time. But
Yeah.
looking to get back into it a bit. I heard that the PS5 is coming out later, and the Xbox fucking stupid ass faggy name convention that they have.
Xbox Series X or whatever.
Yeah, it's like none of their names make any goddamn sense. It's
Yeah.
like they went from the 360 to the One, and then to the One S, I believe, and then the One X.
Yeah.
Wait.
The One S was like this. I don't know if that was like the iPhone thing where S is better, or if it was like a smaller version of it. Then the X was like the Pro version of it.
I see. And then what did you just say the new model is called?
The Xbox Series X.
Yeah, like what the fuck does that mean?
I don't
Series
fucking
X. They
know.
just had the One X.
I liked the old name better of Project Scorpio.
Yeah. Kind of wish they kept that.
Is that what they were naming it when it was in clinical trials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys thought this, but back in the day, I always thought that the next console would be called the Xbox 720 after the 360.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
was the thing
everybody
back then.
thought that.
And then no, it's just the One.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like video games. It's just a matter of sometimes they take time to get good at, and you know, if you haven't spent the time, it's not always fun playing with people who are fucking really good.
Well, yeah, it's
And
like
then,
single player games though.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
I'm trying to imagine you playing like fucking Doom or something.
Yeah, I've never played that.
The old ones are classics, obviously, but like even the new ones, Doom Eternal, which came out in March, that's like one of my favorite games like ever. I've played through it like fucking 7 or 8 times at this point, and I'm definitely a bit burnt out because I played it 8 times over the course of like 2 months. But yeah, it's a really fucking good game, and like I would recommend it, but I don't know that you would. Like, I just can't imagine you playing it. But then again, I couldn't imagine you playing Mario Kart either.
Well, I think with me, it's very specific games. So it's like I love the
They
like.
played Call of
racing
Duty,
sim.
so you probably would love Doom.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like it's a first-person shooter, but it's better.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good descriptor of Doom.
Because they're not very similar, apart from being first-person shooters. But yeah.
Yeah. My thing with video games is I do very much like the multiplayer aspect. I know you mentioned like single player games just now, but I don't know. I oftentimes find myself getting bored by a game if I play it alone. And that's why I like playing on like a multiplayer server for Minecraft, for instance, or just having someone else to race against. And racing games are a bit better for me because I like doing just time trials where I just try to get best lap times or like race against the AI, which is okay, but it's really fun when you're like playing against your equal. And, and the other thing too is with those games, I like clean racing, and it's hard to find someone who will do clean racing with you and actually be decent at it.
and not like knock you off the fucking
Yeah,
track.
because it's like, yeah, we can do dirty racing if you want, and I'll do that. But if I'm gonna race clean, I expect you to race clean as well. And also, then if that person tries racing clean and then they like can't keep up, then it's not fun.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm into that shit. I used to do some online lobbies with Gran Turismo and play with a bunch of people of similar skill level. Not saying that I'm fucking great either, but I've played it for fucking years, so
yeah,
I've just built up some natural skill in that.
Well,
yeah, I don't know.
You mentioned CS:GO. That's free now.
Is it really?
Yeah. So if you ever want to play that, I have it.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be interested in trying it out. I've never played it, but
I thought you were gonna say you mentioned CS:GO. That's fucking autistic, man.
No, I like that game.
Interesting.
Yeah,
well,
all
maybe
of us should play that sometime.
have to hop on. Yeah, give it a whirl. Dill, you got any show notes?
I'm switching topics. Yes.
All right.
The other day, you sent us a text asking us if you had any irrational fears. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Give us the straight dick.
The straight dick as opposed to the Peyronie's dick.
Yeah.
What's the business with that?
I was chatting with someone. I guess full disclosure, who I met on a dating app, and
Grindr.
She was just asking me like, "What? Sorry,
Grindr."
What? No, yeah.
I was chatting with a nice Chad I met on Grindr, and he was like, "Hey Ben, tell me, got any rational and irrational fears?"
It's Patrick Warburton.
No.
Hey Ben, tell me, it's me, Buddy from Seinfeld.
David Buddy from Seinfeld. Hey, Jerry.
So this person just asked you if you have any irrational fears?
Yeah, well, I mean, we had been talking for quite some time. It wasn't just like an opener. And
I feel like that's a pretty loaded question, to be honest.
It is. Like they're going to fucking use it against you or something.
Yeah, probably. I guess I got to watch my back nowadays. But yeah, so I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, rational versus irrational. Like some of them is kind of you got to think about, well, like I have a fear of spiders, and I would place that in irrational because I guess there's really no reason to.
Well, some of them are fucking poisonous.
Well, for me, it would depend if it was a gigantic spider.
Yeah. I don't mind like jumping spiders, I guess.
Yeah, see, I do. The thing is, it's not about the poison. It's not that I fear being hurt by it. It's just I just don't like how it looks. I don't like how it walks. It just creeps me out.
I tend to agree. I'll get back into it later. Like you continue, but I want to go back to the like bugs and stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I'd say that's kind of irrational on my part, unless you were like specifically fearful of just like living in the jungle and like being injured badly by something like that or killed.
I have a fear of being injured.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rational. And then I also have a fear of heights, but it's not the worst because I know.
Oh, I have that real bad.
Yeah, I think it was you actually. I was just saying. I was just thinking. I know people who have it far worse than me. I think you were on my balcony with me, and I was like looking over the railing, and you were like, "Oh no!" And
you were telling me to take a look at the sunset or something. I'm like, no, I can't. I couldn't step to the edge of the railing.
So that's the fucking extreme fear of heights because we were only on like the 4th floor of a building. And I could like bend over the rail, not mind it so much. But
if you tried to force me to stand there, I would probably get in a fight with you for real. That's how. That's how bad it is.
Ridiculous. Just like your fucking Pornhub subscription, you asshole.
All right. Wise guy.
But where I would draw the line is I would love to go skydiving, but I don't think I could get over the fear of just jumping out of a plane. That fucking terrifies me. And so many people do it, like average everyday people go skydiving and it's like, yeah, it was fun. And I just don't know if I could bring myself to do it.
Tim's.
Well, I think it's that's if Tim.
Right?
Yeah,
Tim's done it, but then again, he is an adrenaline junkie.
that's true.
And by the way, talking about surprising things like me with video games, back when we went on that 8th grade trip to Six Flags, and Tim like fucking wanted to go on all the craziest rides, I was like,
Yeah.
what? Like I thought you were a fucking deadbeat, man.
Deadbeat.
He's a daredevil. He's a demon on wheels.
Yeah, really. Fucking drives 110 in his Chevy Equinox.
Yeah, he
Can't
gets
drive in
banned
New York
from
anymore.
he gets banned from driving in the entire state of New York.
Yeah.
That's fucking real for the folks at home.
Yeah, for the folks at home, this guy's fucking lost his rights to drive in that state. And
That's so fucking stupid.
and it's his own fault, really, for like not paying the ticket on time or whatever the fuck. And
It's also kind of their fault, though.
well, he'd say, but I mean, and
Check
while
it
he has
out. Check it out. Yourbabycanread.com. Anyway, continue.
And while he has a point on some of that stuff, I mean, the guy has been known to put things off and just, shoot himself in the foot
Yeah.
many, many times. So I can't help but think if I was in that situation, I'd still have my rights to fucking drive in New York.
Yeah, probably.
And while we're talking about that asshole, I mean, not to use.
Is this about the fucking anti-freeze thing?
Okay, and not to use the podcast as a fucking platform to vent about
Yeah,
Tim.
to talk about him more, and he can't reply directly.
Yeah, but
Hey, he's
honestly,
not
like,
here. We can't really talk shit about him. If he was here, I'd be right happy to. Believe
But I
me.
won't stop Ben.
he was saying, it won't fucking stop me because I got to get this off my chest. I apologized for an argument I was having with him earlier. Well, guess what, Tim? That was
Sorry,
a fucking
Tim.
load of shit. I was not actually apologizing. I was bullshitting you.
It was so obvious that you
but I
weren't
don't
fucking
think-
being sincere.
Yeah, so here's what he said for the folks at home. He said, "Did you know that Fireball whiskey has antifreeze in it?"
Real quick, I want to
Okay.
excuse myself because I said anti-freeze earlier. I meant to say antifreeze.
Oh,
I don't know why I said it the weird
love
way.
Antifreeze.
we love you, Tim. You know it.
Yeah, you're okay. So anyway, but to the actual argument, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, propylene glycol is the main ingredient in antifreeze, and that's also in Fireball.
Yeah, that's like
But-
saying wood pulp is paper because it's the main thing in paper.
Right.
You know?
Well, I think the whole thing is missing the point because it's like, yes, you're correct. Propylene glycol is something that prevents freezing, but
yeah,
the word antifreeze has a
yeah,
connotation.
it's a product.
Yes, it's like Kleenex almost. I mean, not different thing, but
Yeah.
you think of cars, you think of chemical, you think of toxic because, I mean, for a long time it used ethylene glycol. It was the sweet smelling liquid that you had to keep away from your pets. If you did like a coolant flush on your car, it could be dangerous because dogs would be like, "Oh, that's sweet," and ethylene glycol is fucking insanely poisonous. So they switched to propylene glycol. But again, it's still not the same because they put additives in it. So like antifreeze that you use for your car, yeah, it's propylene glycol with other fucking toxic additives. So implying that antifreeze as the whole thing that you'd put in your car is in Fireball is implying that it has the additives too, in a sense. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's what he was saying, but it's like, it's
That's what it
obvious
comes
why.
across as.
Yeah, it's obvious why the company didn't want people thinking.
Yeah, that's why
That-
they made that fucking statement about it.
It's like, yeah, if you want to get technical, yes, they have an anti-freezing agent in their fucking whiskey. True. But, I mean, Jesus Christ, how thick can you be?
That's the shit they use in a vape liquid too.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. There's also it's PG, but then there's also VG. I'm not sure what the V actually stands for. Vegetable glycerin.
Huh.
But yeah, so yeah, apparently when you vape, you're vaping fucking antifreeze.
And, yeah, you're vaping.
Or when you eat ice
antifreeze.
cream. When you
Yeah.
eat ice cream, you're eating antifreeze, even though it's a frozen fucking dessert.
That's pretty funny. I didn't even realized that joke earlier. But yeah, it's like those. You know what it is? It's just those people who like to have like. No, sorry. It's those people who like to have this like one-up fact on you. They're like, oh, did you know that when you eat ice cream, you're actually eating antifreeze? Think about that next time. It's like, you know what? Okay,
what am I supposed to say to that?
Propylene glycol, a fucking completely safe ingredient in ice cream that happens to be an anti-freezing agent, asshole. It's not like fucking someone put fucking Castrol or, you know, whatever Prestone coolant and antifreeze in your ice cream, for Christ's sake. I mean, yeah.
Nah, but Tim's a good guy.
Nah, he's a good man. Yeah, voice sounded bad.
Man.
He's a good man.
Sounds like my hiccups, which haven't turned up yet, and we're like over an hour in. Shockingly.
Yeah. So that's about all from Tim, and I don't want to start a shitstorm, but that was fucking bothering me earlier.
Yeah, this is gonna start an argument when he listens to this, probably.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a drive-by argument.
Yeah.
Reginald!
I disagree.
Going back to the bugs thing, I am very, very fucking afraid of bugs. It's just that, like...
Not spiders, though.
No, I'm afraid of spiders, but like jumping spiders in particular, I don't care. Basically, like, it depends on the size of the bug and how it looks. Because like a jumping spider is just like a little poof ball, basically, kind of. And like ladybugs, I'm not afraid of them or anything. But like, if it's like one of those little like fucking like black wiry looking spiders, that freaks me out. I don't like that because No. But there was this one time at work, there was a fucking giant like grasshopper in the, I think it was a grasshopper. Let me look up real quick.
Or a praying mantis or something.
No, it was a grasshopper. It was like a brown looking one though. But
you probably sent it back in the day.
Probably. I may have sent a picture when I killed it, but
sounded all right.
So there was this huge fucking grasshopper in one of the bathrooms at work, and if people have listened to the previous episode, they know that I usually clean out bathrooms at work. So I went in there
with old man twangers hanging out.
Yeah, instead of a dick, the guy had a giant grasshopper. But there's this huge fucking thing. I was like, is that thing dead? Because it was sitting still, because that's what bugs do. So I like sprayed a fine mist of cleaning stuff at it, and it fucking launched itself in the air.
Ooh.
And like it was so big that like,
oh my god,
it made like that sound when it fucking jumped.
You mentioned that back in the day, yeah.
Yeah,
that's story.
Yeah, and every time it fucking jumped, like I could feel my entire fucking body like go like fucking like that pins and needles.
Yeah,
feeling,
get like the fucking heebie-jeebies up your whole spine.
Yeah, like fucking I thought I was gonna have like a fucking heart attack or something. So I ended up like I just could not deal with it being in there. I'm sure there's gonna be one of your 200 subscribers is gonna get pissed at me for killing a bug that wasn't doing anything. But I sprayed it with cleaning stuff for probably 15 minutes to try and get it into a good position where I could take one of the flat mops and press directly down on it. So I could press directly down on it, killing it. And then even after that, I still had to like hope that it was dead as I picked it up with a fucking paper towel.
I can completely relate. I mean, not on that exact bug, but like I've got my fucking ridiculous methods to kill insects and spiders that are in my house. And I mean, I feel bad for doing it, or for the people who are more humane than I am.
I don't hate killing bugs. I love it.
There comes a point where my fear and sanity just gets overruled by that need to kill it. And
let me tell you, I hate flies or any flying insect that makes noise.
Oh, yeah.
More than anything on the planet. I hate flies more than I've ever loved anything. And I do that.
Oh god, they're back.
Perfect timing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there was last night I was laying in bed on the phone with some people, and sorry, I hit my mic. There was this fucking black flying bug that like fucking didn't have its pilot's license evidently, and it was like fucking like all over the place, like could barely fly straight. And it fucking started flying at me. Like I thought for sure no bug is gonna fly at me. it's gonna stay by the lights or whatever. And
It's
it
coming
fucking
after
like
you.
damn near it flew into me as I was in bed, and I was like fucking running out of bed. And it like
Oh.
went behind my bed, and then I pulled the bed out and I was trying to find it, and then it was like fucking laying on its back on the side of the bed like a few minutes
fuck?
later, and like fucking squiggling around on the floor. And I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like this black flying insect that was not great at flying. And I fucking damn right I killed it. I fucking crushed it with the back of a Swiffer mop.
God damn it.
Then like picking it up with a tissue and throwing it out, like hoping it's actually dead.
Yeah, because if that thing starts fucking moving when
It's
you pick
like,
it up. Yeah, exactly.
I
And then
actually broke the last fly swatter I had because I hate them so much, as I mentioned. I'm
So like
Actually
plowing it with
angry when I'm swatting at them.
Yeah.
So I just snapped the fly swatter in half.
Actually, now that you mention it, I remember you having this supreme hatred of flies, and I think I remember seeing you use a fly swatter in your house once, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit, man! Like, calm down."
I think I remember telling a story where he killed a fly and then he said out loud, "I'm glad you're fucking dead." Afterwards.
Yeah, I remember that because I said, "I'm glad you're dead, you fucking idiot."
Called a fly an idiot.
It is if it's gonna be flying around you.
And mine was an idiot too. Good fucking
Yeah, because you suck at flying.
yeah.
I'll
And then, like,
spray
nearly killed himself.
Raid bug spray directly at a fly.
That's made for like wasps and shit. You're using it on a fucking fly.
Yeah. I like watching it suffer. It's like having a break dance on the floor drop from the sky.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, man.
For some reason when you said that, I imagined you doing it to a bird. That'd be so
Alright.
awful.
Now that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
I
You're gonna get
Obviously,
so much trouble from the.
Oh no,
fucking
that's not
EPA
actually
from
happening.
this.
It's not actually happening, and I'm not implying that that's a good thing to happen. It's just a ridiculous image.
Back to something I mentioned last week, just because I had an update on the Amazon questions.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys thought I was making this shit up, I found one, and the question, I forget what this was, some item that has length. It said, "What is the length of the assembled product?" And the person responds, "I don't have it with me right now, so I can't tell." And his name was Fickert McConan.
What a fucking idiot! Someone find that guy's info and like go to his house and shoot him.
Yeah, really. I mean,
Don't actually. So
No,
we won't get in
but-
trouble.
I don't know what to say about that. That's Joe Biden to slip up in an ad level of stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have it with me. Sorry. I can't do it for you. No one fucking asked you,
Yeah.
asshole.
You should only answer that if you have a fucking answer to it.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
was on
well,
Amazon the other day, and I was buying a leather jacket.
oh,
And
look at you.
yeah,
Nice.
Fucking styling and profiling.
there's reviews, and people post pictures of themselves wearing the jacket.
Oh boy.
So I thought to myself, if I look up lingerie, is there going to be girls
Like
wearing the
fucking sexy
lingerie?
pics.
Fucking
Yeah.
brilliant thought.
Yeah, and
This would be like a 50-year-old man.
there are. There
What?
are.
What?
Yeah,
Excuse
That was
me?
meant to be a joke.
On Amazon?
on Amazon you can look up
I need to.
several
You know
pairs
they're
of
get-
lingerie, and
You
the
know they're
girls are
getting
wearing
horny
them.
doing that.
Actually, I can't look it up. I share an Amazon account with my dad.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Well, I just had the thought that you know there's the kids in the 70s who say they looked at the Sears catalogs. There's going to be
Oh,
kids
Look at
now.
the Amazon reviews.
Exactly. That's going to be this generation's Sears catalog.
Yeah.
oh man. I love that old Norm MacDonald joke where he says, "I'm so old, I had to go into the Sears store and whack off at the mannequins." And then fucking Andy Dick was like, "You know, that doesn't make sense because the catalog came before the store."
Yeah.
And Norm was like, "Oh, all right."
Oh, all right. Poor
Fucking-
Norm. Got fucking shot down by Andy Dick of all people.
A word from our sponsor,
The man great.
the Man Great.
Chicken.
Steak has never tasted so good.
Uh,
Hey, Andy. You ever hear the Man Great? Yes, I have, Norm.
You have?
Fuck? You have? Yes, it was on Adam Carolla's podcast. Oh, how about that?
Oh man,
oh,
that was good. Good. Dill's been doing his homework, listening to the "I'm Not Norm" clips on YouTube.
yeah.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
the ones that get fucking
Norm.com.
Norm.com. That fucking asshole randomly deletes clips and then re-uploads them like 6 months later.
When they're
I don't
relevant.
know. I don't know why
Yeah.
he does that, but that's
Yeah, he
funny.
re-uploads the fucking 9/11 ones on 9/11 or whatever.
9/11.
Like, this is relevant again.
Yeah.
I have to share this one.
The Johnny Carson 9/11 call.
Boom ba. Describe the noise that's made when the Twin Towers explode.
Sis Boom Ba is a great joke. Anyway, you folks have anything else you'd like to talk about? I'm out of my show notes personally. I think we've had a very prolific conversation today. So.
I have a small thing, but Dill, if you have anything,
Well, I
Major.
also have a small thing before we get to the finale.
okay.
And it's
Wait, we have a finale coming?
we do have a finale. I have a segment planned for the end.
Oh boy,
All right.
I thought that was the.
That's coming soon. Stay
All right,
tuned
well,
for that.
I'll say my small thing real quick.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the group chat, but I watched Uncut Gems on Netflix the other day.
Yeah, you did, and I made penis jokes as usual.
Yeah, because Adam Sandler's Jewish. He also plays a Jewish guy in the
Yeah,
movie.
so it should
But-
be called Cut Gems.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say to both of you guys and all the folks at home, absolutely you should watch that movie. I know it's Adam Sandler, and he's sort of gone off the deep end in recent years with like Jack and Jill and shit like that, but it is genuinely a really fucking good movie. One of my favorite movies I've seen in the past couple of years.
You know what we ought to do is have a
nice.
movie review segment and suggest movies and try to get
Yeah,
other people to like this movie they've never seen.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah,
That's a good idea.
It'd have some good content for the show.
Yeah, I like that. Go check out Good Will Hunting if you haven't seen it already.
I have
It's,
seen the movie and it's good.
probably one of
I've
my
not.
favorite movies of all time.
I've seen the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends special called Good Wilt Hunting.
What?
There's a character called Wilt, and there's an episode. It's like a special episode that's longer.
I
called
remember
Good
this.
Wilt Hunting. And yeah, it was like a big thing. That was a good show.
Huh. I'll have to not check it out.
I mean, yeah, it is a kid's show, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, Dill, over to you. Is it about that time?
I have one more mini story,
All right.
and I was in
Sure,
Stop.
let's hear it.
Yeah, okay. Settle down, hold your tail.
All right.
I was in Stop and Shop the other day, and I'm in the
Jack,
vegetable.
shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna mute my mic whenever I hiccup.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about
continue.
that.
Shop, vegetables. There's a sign that says, "Help enable social distancing. Don't shuck the corn in the store.
What?
Prepare the corn at home, please."
Holy shit! I just had a fucking brain blast. I forgot that was a thing people did.
Yeah.
People used to shuck the corn in the store. I remember doing that at Super Food Mart when I was little.
Yeah, I forgot about that too, but now that I think about it,
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit!
fucking
I've never-
shuck it, and they'd have
I've
those
never even heard of
barrels.
that.
Well, yeah, no one does it anymore because that's fucking insane.
I definitely did that with my mom as a kid.
How is that social distancing to fucking shuck corn at home?
Nowadays, I would never think to shuck it in the store. I'd rather just get the fuck out of there and do it at home anyway.
Yeah,
What's the big deal? You don't have a trash bin? Like, what time are you saving by using this fucking big ass barrel of shucked corn?
I like it doesn't even make sense because then you just have like a fucking open to the elements corn cob inside your fucking bag.
Cob.
I mean, it'll be in one of those plastic bags, but still,
What's a
they're all
cob?
plastic. But what?
I said, what the cob?
Cob of corn.
You've forgotten already.
Forgotten what?
You fucking didn't know what a cob was 2 years ago.
I knew what a cob was. I was saying that corn should be that's corn's natural state,
Right.
so it should
It's
just
normally
be called,
on the cob.
yeah. So corn off the cob should be called corn off the cob, and corn on the cob should just be called fucking corn.
Yeah, but I mean, that sounds retarded. Corn off
No, that's
the
like
cob?
saying oh, I'm eating an apple on the core.
Have you seen Mitch Hedberg's joke about that?
I don't know.
He's talking
No,
about
I've not.
arguing Zach's point. He says something like, "It would be like if you tore my arm off and you called it Mitch, and you put the arm back on, and it's Mitch all together."
Yeah, see, he knows what's up. And he's dead, so he can't even defend my point for me anymore.
I think the point is that corn is, I mean, it's canned a lot of times, or it's whatever, just off the cob.
It's not like it's naturally fucking canned.
No, it's not natural, but it's like that's how most people receive corn. And then it's like, oh, I'm eating it on the cob, like it's like
It's
like
a natural
unprotected
state.
sex.
Yeah, you don't call unprotected sex fucking sex off the condom.
No, but you call it unprotected, like.
No, you just call it sex.
Yeah,
You
but it's
call
like
it sex even if you're wearing a
Pornography
condom.
Closed.
Strong point. No, I don't know. It's like,
No,
I think what I'm getting at is it's more special than
pornography.
Cornography.
Cornhub. It's a real site.
Vsauce tweeted that one.
But the point is that it's more special than canned corn. So like, yeah, while it's the natural habitat, it's like you don't often get the liberty of having a fresh corn on the cob. Like it's a special thing, just like unprotected sex.
It's a natural state, though.
Yeah, much like the sex.
I guess. But you're comparing food to having sex.
I don't know.
Ugh.
Anyway, I don't know how we got onto. Oh, yeah, Dill's story about shucking.
Yeah.
Don't, folks. We're still in the thick of it. Okay, don't shuck in the store, please. Go home and then shuck. You can shuck as much as you want at home, but not in the store.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that. Because they would have like the trash cans right there. You could throw the fucking husk away.
All right, drum roll, please.
All right. So, for the ending of the show, we are going to write a Mad Lib
Oh
live
boy.
on this podcast.
All
So
right.
I have the app
Brilliant
open.
idea.
I have the app open. I've narrowed it down to 3 stories that we can fill out. There's like 20 of
All
them,
right.
but we can do Albert Einstein, how to clean your computer, or the latest dance craze.
Let's do dance craze.
Yeah,
I mean, the latest
I've got a good
dance craze.
feeling about the dance one. Yeah.
All right.
So
So-
are we gonna go around the circle?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that works.
Or we could all just say words and we'll pick the funniest one or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well,
I just fear that we'll talk over each other. And, I don't know, but
right.
yeah,
Like we haven't been doing that the whole time.
Yeah.
First up, adjective.
Throbbing.
All right. That's a good one. A place.
Penis Stone.
Penis stone.
It's a town in the UK. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's pronounced Peniston.
All right, Peniston, UK.
Peniston.
Either way. It's
Well, I was
fucking
thinking like
ridiculous.
Yellowstone, but it's penis stone.
Penis stone. Yeah, let's go with that.
Penis Stone National Park.
Can I
Yeah.
put that? Penis Stone National Park? Would
Will
that
that
be funny?
fit? Do it, yeah.
I'll just read it manually then if it doesn't fit.
If it doesn't fit, just add it in.
Penis Stone National Park. Okay.
What's that noise, Ben? Is that you imitating my fucking hiccup?
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh.
you got me. You fucking twanger tip.
Fucking idiot.
It says person in room. We're gonna make it more interesting. Name a celebrity.
R. Kelly.
That's a good one.
All right.
You have something funnier than R. Kelly?
No, I was gonna say Adam Sandler, but
R. Kelly's funnier. Yeah.
All right.
Verb ending in ing.
Fuck.
How about shucking?
Yeah,
All right.
we
Yeah.
were just talking about it. Yeah, shucking.
A noun.
It's on you, Ben. I did the last two.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I always overthink these.
You just gotta whatever comes to your mind.
Something funny.
Fucking Jeff Ross's head. It's not a very traditional noun, but it is.
It is a
indeed
noun, though.
I'm gonna put Jeff Ross head.
I was.
Ross.
I'm looking at the picture still in the chat we have.
Oh, it's such a fucking gormless picture.
Yeah.
Adjective. We could use gormless.
Yeah, dude, gormless.
It's a good word.
Okay. I'm already laughing. A part of the body, plural.
Fucking.
I mean,
testicles.
balls, right? Yeah.
Testes.
No.
Testes.
Okay.
Much like the time I had to say it out loud in 7th grade health class.
Yeah.
With Bill sitting in front of me. This is,
Testes.
what's her name was like, what is this part of the body? And I was like, testes? I hadn't hit puberty yet.
Well, we had part of the body, plural. Now we just have part of the body, singular.
Testi.
Or toenail.
Testi. We're gonna do testi.
Testi. As Mr. Pilkington says.
Testi. If you're having one done.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Hairy.
Ah,
Hairy.
wow.
Wow. That's unanimous. We got to put that in now.
Because we were thinking about balls.
yeah. I was trying to think of something else, but I
A
went
number.
back to it. 69.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
69. Adjective.
Sweaty.
Sweaty. Adverb.
Fucking.
Cocksuckingly.
Oh man.
No, I'm thinking I'm filling it in with niggardly.
Jesus. Oh man.
A number.
420.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Classic.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Fucking.
This is a lot of words.
Erect.
Yeah,
Okay.
really. I'm like drawing blanks tonight. I'm usually quicker at these, but
Correct.
Well, me and Dill used to do these things all the time.
Another part of the body.
fucking
Ben's on
ass hair.
The ass hair specifically.
Yeah.
As part of the body.
I'm gonna put asshole hair because that sounds
All right.
plural noun.
Fetuses.
Is it penises?
I
No.
can't wait
Fetuses.
to see what it
Oh, fetuses.
Yeah.
fetuses.
I don't know. What do you think?
That's good.
Another part of the body.
Tip.
That's a good one. That's the medical term, I think.
Went to the urologist. He said there's something wrong with my tip. He didn't say what. He just said there's something wrong with it.
Adverb.
Swiftly.
All right.
It's not my favorite, but I couldn't think of anything else.
Adjective.
Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
I like that.
I was trying to wait on brown because that was like that's always the first one that comes to my
All right.
list.
So if you have the Mad Libs book, obviously I have the story in front of me and I can see what we've filled in, but I'm on the app. So I don't know what the story is yet at all, other than the title.
Oh, okay. So
So-
it'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. So here we go. The latest dance craze.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, how about we sign off? We sign off.
We sign off with a reading.
We sign off first, yeah, and Dill takes us out with the Mad Lib. So, folks,
Yeah.
we've enjoyed your company. Hopefully, you'll be back for more. The weather has been 90 degrees. Tom Brady is on the Buccaneers, and
Fucking traitor.
It's shit monologue shit that I like to do, and this doesn't make sense to anyone. Thank you. We appreciate it. Dill, take us away.
Dill over and out. Okay, the latest dance craze. Have you heard about the throbbing dance craze sweeping the Penis Stone National Park? It's called the R. Kelly. Slip on your shucking shoes. Turn up your feet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Slip on your shucking shoes. Turn up the speakers on your Jeff Ross head.
Oh, God.
And let's master the moves. Let's master the moves that put this gormless dance on the map.
Pretty damn gormless.
God. Put your hands on your testes. Stomp your testi.
And piss on some kids.
And strike a hairy pose.
Harry.
Oh my god. Take 69 sweaty steps to the left.
That is far too many steps.
Oh my god. Take 69 sweaty steps to the left. Spin niggardly. And then and then take 420 erect steps to the right.
Oh, you have to get a full erection and then walk.
Oh man, this next line works way too well. Throw your asshole hair into the air. And sway your fetuses from side to side.
Jesus.
Oh man. For the big finish, stick out your tip and wiggle it swiftly.
That works really well.
Yeah, excellent.
Repeat all these brown steps until the song is over.
Brown steps.
Well, there you have it. We're definitely doing that next episode.
This podcast was sponsored by the Jeff Ross head.
Yeah, please be sure to get one at your local Best Buy and Apple
Turn up the speakers on your Jeff Ross head.
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah. Stick out your tip for the big finish.
Yeah.
Folks at home. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Later.